Hello, friends, and welcome to Trading ABCD. Let's have a market update since we got a severe correction this early morning. Bitcoin is down almost like it depends on the exchange, but almost between $8,000 to $10,000 from its highs, around 42K. It dipped on Bitstamp down to 32K range, which is almost $10,000. Also, other exchanges had like between 7 to 9K. Now, the reason behind this difference is mainly related to some liquidity issues because the trend was much extended and we don't have the same liquidity on every exchange at such kind of levels. Let's have a look uh, on all time frames, and now we need to understand and put the things on into its context. Today is 11th of January. It's very early to talk about the monthly, but we always need to start from high time frames to lower time frames. So we start with the monthly level. Now, the monthly is always telling a very clean story, now for the monthly we have below things we need to keep in mind. For the monthly, uh, the price is respecting TA and horizontal levels very well. Also, the wicks are telling most of the story, the wicks, because the wicks means someone drove the price up to offload, and finally the price closed below a certain level. So as we can see here in December 2017, we got this giant wick up. So expect the next move to be down. Now we went down to weekly MA 200 around 3K. Then we pumped back and we got rejected by the same level. Also, at that point, also we have seen uh, big wicks here, big wicks which are indicating someone is offloading heavily in these levels, which was followed by another drop. Now here we got the wick in the opposite direction. So consider this as a liquidity collection. So we should go to the opposite direction. Now, since we have closed above this level, actually the close was exactly here. The monthly closes were very tricky because for two key closes we were closing at the exact level, I mean, uh, you can see here that we closed exactly here. This month closed exactly at the previous all-time high, highest monthly close, and here we closed exactly at this week at the all-time high. So it was tricky. You never know this will dump later on or not. So intra-week, intra-month, there was some dips. Then we got continuation. Now, what's happening right now? Enough history. What's happening right now? Right now, the monthly candle, and it's too early to judge, but there is a giant wick here. I would like to see for bullish continuation. I don't want to see such kind of huge wick. I want to see the candle body uh, much higher than this. I don't prefer to see such kind of big wicks on the monthly up because it indicates some heavy correction. And on the monthly, if we got this kind of closes, maybe 1 or 2 months, then I won't be surprised to see us going back to the previous level, which was in act, which we didn't retest. Now, this is monthly. This might take maybe a year to play to get this retest, maybe 4, 5, 6 months. Now, let's go to lower time frames to the weekly. Now, for the weekly, we got the weekly open just a few hours ago, and we start dumping instantly. Now, the issue is we didn't actually started after the weekly open, started yesterday when we lost some key for our support. Let's see what we are talking about here. This one was mentioned both Twitter and members that we had here a key 4 hours here, key 4 hours zone. This was our SR zone. So Bitcoin used to maintain this kind, you see here, to maintain this kind of SRs. Now here, yesterday, since we closed below this level, then we bearish retest. Then I didn't take any new position. I didn't take any. I didn't bought the dips yesterday because this was like we were losing the structure. If I saw this again closing above, then it was a strength for me. But once we have a lower low on 4 hours and we lose this kind of support, so I was capital actually. I spent the evening outside the market. Now we lost this level and we started dropping heavily. We started dropping heavily. What we do usually is we should go to higher time frame, which is the daily. The daily. So the daily was telling the entire story about where we were heading. We were heading. So on the daily, we had only this zone. We had this zone. So once we start dropping on the 4 hour time frame, so this was our level to consider. This was our support zone. Our support zone. So this is the support zone. We are bouncing off it. We are bouncing hard. Bitcoin already bounced from its dips around $4,000, almost $4,000 as we speak. So this is very strong bounce and very strong dips buying. This is good, but for me, I want the price to go again above the weekly open. So give me Bitcoin above $38,200, then things will be much better, much better. This will turn into a very bullish candle. If we can close above this will be a very good, at least initial step for this. Now, usually after such kind of drops, we have two kinds of reactions. This is the daily zone, the daily support, daily support. So this is our daily support zone. We are already, as we said, bouncing off it. We are already bouncing off it. Now, as we bounce back, every previous support level will be acting as a resistance. The key levels to watch usually are related to Fibonacci levels. Let's zoom in and see that Fib levels here are having nice interaction with previous level. For example, this is the golden pocket here, and as we can see, this zone was support, support, support. Here we lost it. We tested as a resistance. So this is a key level to watch. Now we have the zero point 0.5 also, and there was also a previous interaction. And we have the dead cat bounce level, which we are now trying to break through this one, to break through this one. So for us, a Bitcoin above this level, then that will be great. Now, what we would like to see, we would like to see a slower Bitcoin so altcoins can continue their show. Altcoin can continue to pump, but still Bitcoin is ruling this market, so everything is related to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is bouncing off a daily support. Bitcoin now is trying to break through a dead cat bounce level. Uh, as we are in a bull market, I don't expect the dead cat uh, bounce to be the strongest resistance. Actually, the golden pocket or the 61.8, usually this should be the key level to watch. This should be the key level to watch. So Bitcoin is bouncing now. This might go V shape, V shape. Now, if we went really straightforward and we closed above this, things will get crazy again, and we will see some even new highs, and this should be also aligning with the weekly close which we talked about. Now it's still Monday, still too early. Now, if you didn't, now what you need to do, if you didn't buy the dips here, you better not to FOMO here, because these are three resistance levels. We may get rejected all the way down back to our daily zone. Now let me show you what happened before when we got similar rejection or heavy rejection around 20k. So sorry, yes, around 20k here. So we got this heavy rejection. Now later on, what happened? We bounced, then we got also dump. We got another dump. Now this is important because this will build something we call a bullish divergence on the RSI. A bullish divergence on the RSI. Now the next time this happened also, it was here, as you can see, and we got also this kind of bullish divergence. The most important time frame for us will be for divergence, as we always say. the 4 hours time frame. So once you see a bullish divergence in the oversold zone, this is a very good zone to buy in. So no need to FOMO at the initial bounce, no need to FOMO. Now you either buy the proper support zone, or if you missed, you better not to FOMO here, not to FOMO here. This is talking about Bitcoin. Uh, if you have seen something like this, this is this mean also you are okay to FOMO. If you saw a clear a clear bullish divergence in the oversold zone, where the price could make equal lows or lower lows, but the RSI is making higher lows, then this will be your green light to buy. Otherwise, you should have bought the SR level, or you should ignore it, because we are heading to several resistance levels right now. Now, uh, how deep we can go? Now, let's say if we lost this support, how deep we will go? If we went back to the daily, if we went back to the daily, as we said, this is the first daily support on our way. In case we lost this level, in case we okay, I am interested to buy this daily support if I saw a 4 hours bullish divergence, maybe in the oversold zone, or if I saw the price reclaim above the golden pocket and show some strength there. Now, again, which what are the next daily levels we need to think about? The very first level will be around 26, 26K, 26 400 something, and the next important zone actually is around between 23 to 24K, 23 to 24K. And the monthly level, which is the previous all-time high, will be next, this one. So these are the support levels. We are bouncing off the first daily support, the first daily support. The last support we have, which will be a monthly, a weekly, all-time high, everything you can call it, which is 20K. Now we are so far from that level. We are currently bouncing off the first level. We might have our continuation from here. It's possible. Everything is on the table, especially it's a bull market. But keep in mind that we may also continue dumping there. So you need to be active. I mean, you better buy the first test of a high time frame, like a daily support, or you better not FOMO too late. You better not to FOMO too late. Then, if you didn't buy the initial test, which was a week and very fast week, if you didn't buy this, I didn't buy this. Actually, I was sleeping. If you didn't buy this, it's okay. You need to wait to see a clear bullish divergence on the RSI on the 4 hours time frame. Okay. If you didn't see that, you need to wait for further dropping bullish divergence, or you need to see if the price could reclaim the main zone here, which was the key SR, which we lost here, and we start this dump. If we reclaim this zone and show some strength here, then you are good to go, and we are expecting maybe new highs. Till then, till then, you either bought the daily support or you missed it. So I don't suggest you to FOMO here, to FOMO here. Now, this is about swing or day trading. If you are scalping lower time frames, so you should have your own edge, your own strategy to do this. Now, this is about Bitcoin. We started again from the monthly. We said we don't want to see a big wick because it will indicate a further correction, and I see 29 down to 20K. For weekly, as we said, also there is no support till here. Too early to decide about the weekly. I want to see the price reclaiming the weekly open, reclaiming the weekly open. The weekly open was around 38K. Now, for the daily, as we said, we have these 4 daily support zones. We are bouncing on the first one. If we can build 4 hours bullish divergence here, that will be very good. You can long this again. This is not a financial advice, but this is how I am playing this. We went down to lower time frames, and we discussed Fibonacci levels, which are matching some SRs. So sorry, yes. So you need to be curious about each of these levels, and the most important one is 38.6, 38.3, 38.6, the golden pocket zone. Once this one is reclaimed, if you see some strength here, not wicks above and close below, then also things are good to go. Now, how about altcoins, and how about ETH BTC? Let's take a look. Let's take a look first on the dominance. So the dominance, it had this glorious run, which was not nice at all for altcoins. We corrected later on. We got this massive correction. We thought it's alt season. No, later on, Bitcoin dominance bounced again. Everything was dumping. I mean, altcoins, and we got this massive move. Now, we have the new fib structure of the next move, of this next move, and we need to be careful about two levels, the 38.2 and around it, and we are already bouncing off it. If we lost this, this will be good for altcoins, and we expect the dominance to drop down to 65. Now this is 3%, 3% for an average altcoins portfolio, which includes a combination of different alts. If the dominance dropped 3%, expect a combined alts bags to pump 20 to 30%, average like 20 to 30%. So which will be very good. So if we lost this dominance level here around 68.7, 68.6, then we expect this to go all the way down to the golden pocket, maybe a local bounce of the 0.5, but to go this down. That means alts are good, but I just want to see uh, the dominance dropping below this. Now, alts are good versus BTC, not versus USD. For alts versus USD, we need to treat each chart separately. Alts versus USD, especially the measures, are respecting their daily and 3 days and weekly levels. So you better zoom out, use the higher time frames, use lower position size, so you can have a wide stop loss because the volatility is very high. Stops hunting is ongoing day and night. I believe, except scalping, in these market conditions, you can't use leverage for swing trading. So scalping is okay with leverage. Otherwise, use spot, wide stops, stop loss timeout. I have tweeted about this yesterday. You can check also how to use this. Use trailing stops, all kind of techniques to protect your profits and to protect your position from being stepped out. This is the general view for the dominance and for Bitcoin. We may have also a look to ETH BTC, which is ruling the entire altcoins market. So ETH BTC, I prefer to start from the monthly again. Let's quickly review this. ETH BTC on the monthly, we have a key SR here, a key SR here, and luckily we could close above this. We could close the last month above exactly on this level. All dips were bought here. That's what triggered mini alt season. Let's say in 2021, the first 10 days, let's say, of 2021, we had very nice alts run. Now, what's next? What's next? On the big picture, I would like to see a massive inverse head and shoulders forming here. Now, for this to happen, there is a key level to close above, which is this, a key monthly level to close above, which is around 0.0337. Once we flip this level, expect the real alt season, Once we flip this level, expect a real alt season. Till then, there is still so many resistance level here, so many resistance levels here. Let me clean it again and quickly deploy this. Okay, so if we zoomed in here, we can see that uh, we were almost bullish engulfing the previous candle, but we got rejected. Now we can see here 1 month, 2 months. I prefer to see the third month closing above this level, okay. I will be watching this. This is important zone. Also, there was some kind of PA previously, as you can see here. So this level is a bit important, but the most important is the neckline. Once we flip this neckline, then things will go very, very nice for ETH BTC, accordingly for the entire alts market. And as we said, alt season means you randomly buy some altcoins, you wake up the next day like your bags are x2 already. Okay, so what we had till now, there it was not alt season. There was much stops hunting, pumps and dumps, everything. So you needed to be very careful, very curious with your trading, and till we get a real alt season, which we are not sure if we will get it or not, you need to preserve your capital. You need to protect your capital, because once the market is good again, you need to be there. Your skin, you need to have your funds ready when this when this possible alt season will be there. So don't over trade. Now we got a heavy, as we said, we got a heavy rejection of Bitcoin, and and we got we got this heavy correction of Bitcoin, and now we have so many levels here. Expect high volatility. Ethereum is pumping, dumping like 2-3%, like 200, $100. Also, altcoins are pumping and dumping 10 to 30% on low time frames. So this is not very suitable for trading unless you are scalping or you get the proper entry. Okay, plan your trade, then buy near your stop loss. Okay, buy near your stop loss because most probably stops are getting hunted. So buy low, keep booking profits, keep adjusting stops. Yesterday dump wasn't painful for me actually because this is my strategy. I keep booking profits. And since yesterday, when we lost that 4 hour level here around 38.2, I mentioned on Twitter and also to my members that don't panic close your positions, but don't open any new position. And this is what happened actually. We lost the level, we bearish retest, and we dumped further. So just have your plan and trade your plan. Okay. I was willing to buy this daily support. I missed it. I missed it. I was sleeping. It was not good for my time zone maybe, or I I didn't wake up let's say early today, but who cares? This market is always here. This is the issue with new traders. You should know you are not missing a lifetime opportunity. Okay, the market is always here. uh, there is only one thing you need to protect, which is not always here, is your capital. There is always another bump, there is always a correction, there is always another entry. So don't overtrade. Don't FOMO late. Don't, okay, I woke up now. BTC already is 36. I will not FOMO here. Okay, I have my plan, which I explained to you. This is very important. Don't FOMO late. Don't think this is the last opportunity in your life if you missed. No, no. There was for years. There was always another dip. There was always another entry, but there is not another capital. I mean, if you lost your capital, there is no other capital unless you need to work hard outside this domain to bring money again here. So don't donate your money in this market. Always, you need to have some kind of patience. You don't need to trade every single candle, every single bounce. Okay, just keep this in mind. The levels we discussed very clearly. Hopefully, this was useful. If you like it, also please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a nice and profitable week.